Hey, welcome back guys to another video for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. We're doing the final legendary bout, the final solo one, that's CAIT SITH versus the Abominables, apparently. Yeah, all that's left after this is the duo bouts, Bonds of Friendship, and the one with Sephiroth. So this one is a bit slower compared to all my previous ones, just because for those of you which have already tried this, you'll know what I mean. CAIT SITH, he's really awkward to play with. By himself, feels more of a support character to me. But this is the setup we've got. For the weapon, we've got a resounding megaphone. We've got a Sentrant Bracer armour. And for the accessory, we've got a Gota Damarung. For the materia, we've got Magnify linked to fire and ice. MP Absorb linked to ice. First Strike, for summon, we have Odin. We've got Magic up, we've got Strength up. Got speed up, steadfast block, poison and petrify, enemy skill, ATB boost, chakra to heal with. We've got Moogle Sentinel ×2 in the weapon skills and Moogle Decoy ×2. They're very important. Pretty much what we're going to do in this is letting Moogle take all the aggro from the last 3 enemies. So it's going to make them nice and easy because the enemy's going to be attacking Moogle and we can just kind of run around the outside of the area, just attacking from afar. You won't be doing that much damage. It's a bit quite slow, but it's very, very safe. It's as safe as I can find it. I did want to put magic on this, you know, kind of create the build around magic, but the problem is the final enemy, Mindflayer, he's very resistant to magic, so magic doesn't quite work on him. Now for this first round, use ATB boost and then use either ice level 3 guys or fire level 3. And that should kill all these. If it doesn't quite kill them all, once you've released it, start rolling towards them. And then if any are left remaining, just press triangle to do the kitty whap or kitty slap to finish them off. This one, these guys are weak to fire. So straight away use a magnified level 3 fire. Use 8B boost first and then fire level 3. That's it. If any of them are remaining, head towards them guys, and like I say, press triangle and do the kitty slap. There you go, to finish them off. That's the only reason we need to magnify really. Just get through them first 2 rounds quick. Right, so this Scorpion, straight away 8B boost. And they're going to ride on Moogle, so let's ride. You're going to use that ability. And then going to use your limit break. Yeah, so let's ride and limit break. And then because we've got all them abilities, the enemy will most of the time go for Moogle. Sometimes it will come for you, so try to make sure you're as far away as possible. Then hopefully by the time it gets to you, it will turn around and go back to Moogle again. And watch out for that pulverize attack. If you see that attack coming and it's coming for you, make sure you quickly try to get around the enemy. Because if you get caught in that, guys, you're probably going to be dead. And if Moogle gets caught in that, press triangle to make Moogle warp over to you so he doesn't take all the damage and then jump off him. But yeah, the idea is, guys, just let Moogle attack him, stay as far away as you can, do 4 of these square attacks. All you do is dodge, press square 4 times, and you'll do them 4 bubbles, whatever they are, little 4 orbs. They don't do much damage. It's quite slow, this method, but it's safe, very safe. And when it comes to your magic, this Scorpion, you're supposed to use ice on it followed by fire. So you always want to use on the Scorpion, only use a level 2 ice or a level 2 fire. I think it's the same when it's staggered as well, because as you saw there, my second ice did less damage. So I think you're always supposed to do ice, fire, ice, fire, ice, fire. But normally when you staggered it for the first time, it'll get up and it'll become pressured almost straight away. If you use another fire, level 2, that'll almost stagger it again. But yeah, pretty much you're always building up 2 ATB bars. Always try to keep 1 spare, guys. So if Moogle gets killed, you can choose Let's Ride ability again and resummon him. So yeah, always try to keep 1 full. So wait till you get 2, using spell. Build it back up to 2 again, use the spell, build it back up to 2 again, use the spell. That way you've always got 1 just in case Moogle dies. Because if Moogle dies and you don't have the A to B bar to respawn him, the enemy's going to come for you and you might get killed. But if you can spawn him straight away, then obviously the enemy's not going to be coming after you for very long, and you should be able to escape without any damage. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, and that's pretty much how we're going to be doing these final 2 fights. Like I said, it's quite slow, but it's the safest way I could do this. Now this one, it's got a lot of HP, similar to Scorpion. But you only need to use Ice on this one, that's its weakness. So again, we're just going to use A to B boost, Let's Ride, and then Limit Break. And we're going to roll away, and then aggro Moogle. Yep, and just keep rolling. Square 4 times, guys, for the 4 bubbles. Dodge 4 bubbles, dodge 4 bubbles, and just keep doing that. Build up 2 full A to B bars, unless Moogle's got a massive, unless he's kind of got full HP, you could kind of get away with using your first bar. But if he's getting low on HP, build up 2 bars, then use 1 bar, build up 2 again, use 1 bar, just so you've always got that 1 bar to respawn him if he dies. And if you need to heal, guys, you've got a chakra to do that with. If you need to heal, you've got chakra. And I've played with all of CAIT SITH's abilities. I've played with them all, guys, and this seems to be the best way to do it. A lot of them you need to get up close, and a lot of them are quite random. The lucky slot is quite good, but it uses 2 full A to B gauges, and it's a little bit random. That's one way you kind of play that roulette thing. And just a note about that, so I've got quite a bit of time with these fights. So the lucky slot machine, the ability which Moogle has, CAIT SITH has, you actually unlock that via the folios. And when you play that, it costs 2 full A to B bars. And if you stop it on the 3 stars, so 3 stars will give you a limit breaker. They'll basically improve your limit level, and they'll also give you some limit to your gauge, so they increase your limit gauge quite a bit. That's the 3 stars. It will take you from level 1 to level 2, and if you do it again, it'll go from level 2 to level 3. I think CAIT SITH is the only one which can raise its limit level without an accessory and without a synergy ability. He's the only one which can do so. And lucky slot machine again. The hearts, the 3 hearts, if you get them, it'll give you a revive. Pretty much it'll give you a reprieve. So that's another way to get reprieve without using any MP. You get the 3 hearts. And that's pretty much the only good ones on there. The crown does damage, and I believe the bar does damage as well. Yeah, the heart and the star are the good ones, because you get reprieve from the heart, and the 3 stars give you a new limit level, raise your level slightly. Yep, and all the others, like I say, they're quite random. And the thing is, to use most of his abilities, you're going to have to get close and ride him. And if you ride in him, you're going to risk taking damage. So that's why we're just playing it this way. Yeah, so if he comes for you, this way you need to be quick and always kind of keep your distance. Because you probably noticed, he'll start running for me and then he'll turn around halfway through. Because obviously he changes his aggro as he's coming over to me, like now. He looked at me then and then he turned back. This is why it helps as well, having all their Moogle decoys in the weapon skills. And also in the folios, there's also another, I think there's another Moogle decoy in the folios. It's either that or a Moogle Sentinel, which will increase his HP, so we're going to get them as well. Yeah, just keep rolling away if they come for you. Hopefully you'll avoid most of the damage. And just got him. It's quite slow. It's very slow. I did try a few variations of this where we are using the lucky slot and we increase our limit level to number 3, so that when we do get limit break, we can do the level 3 limit break for CAIT SITH. But it just took too long, and sometimes I would mess it up. And it just seems to be quicker, just focus on putting out DPS. I know it's not a lot, but you're always damaging him, and you've always make sure you've got an A to B ready to respawn CAIT SITH. Moogle. If Moogle dies and you've got no A to B, you could get into trouble. Remember, this way we're playing it safe, we're not doing any perfect blocking, nothing like that. Just keeping our distance and letting Moogle take all the damage. He's basically our cannon fodder in this one. He's on the front line. And we're at the back using a ranged attack. Right, so the Mindflayer, the enemy a lot of people have trouble with. So same again, A to B boost. Let's ride, and then use your limit break to open in the fight. Straight after your limit break, roll away, and then let your Moogle take most of the aggro. Don't worry, you can respawn them. He's never going to die. Yep, so let him take all the aggro. What I like to do as well is use Bio on the Mindflayer, because then it's always doing poison damage to him. And that's probably actually doing more damage than what we're doing. Yes, you want to use Bio. Try not to use it until he's kind of teleported afterwards. If you use it after he's done a few attacks, he might teleport as it hits him, and then it won't have any effect. And if you use Bio times 2, that actually inflicts Venom, if you didn't know. So 1 Bio will inflict poison, but 2 Bios will inflict Venom. Venom's basically a more potent version of poison. That's it. As you can see, it's doing 135 damage per tick quite often. So it's really going to help just to increase the damage we're doing. And it's just the same as rest, guys. As you can see, he's very resistant to damage. All my attacks, because these orbs are magic attacks, they're not doing much. But Moogle is going to be doing most of the work here. He's going to keep our distance, guys. Keep doing 4 orbs. Dodge, 4 orbs, dodge. If he ever comes close to you, just warp away. Yeah, I'm not going to mention his attacks too much, because you should be staying away from them. Keep your health topped up as well. That's quite important here. Make sure you've always got a reprieve. I didn't mean to use that one. I meant to try to use the lucky slots. I was going to try my luck. Yep, you've got reprieve because there's one in CAIT Sith's folio. But if you do end up dying and you use your reprieve, then try to use the lucky slots to get a reprieve back if you need to. You could even put a revive on this build if you wanted to, or re-race. You could potentially, I guess, take off the MP up and the ice. Sorry, MP absorb linked to the ice. You could potentially take that off and lob some else in its place. Yes, that attack, it will just lob a barrage of them purple orbs at you. You could try to, if you don't know what the attack's going to do, I guess you can block it. But this attack with the rocks, obviously try to block that if you see telekinesis. But always after telekinesis, you're going to follow it up with psychotic break. With psychotic break, you need to hide behind the rock. Yep, they're not just there for show, guys. You need to hide behind this. And there's one attack he does called Eldritch's Horror, and it can pretty much kill you. This way you always need a reprieve. But with Moogle taking most of the aggro, whenever I've got Moogle out and I'm not riding him, he's always used that on Moogle. I don't even know how else you dodge that. It feels like something you'd have to get really close to dodge it. I actually tried using jump once to avoid Eldritch's Horror. I tried a lot of stuff. And I was pretty much in the sky, almost out of the atmosphere, and Eldritch's Horror still hit me. The camera just kind of zoomed up into the sky from this purple ray, and it just hit me. Just got crazy tracking that move. I'm not even sure if you can avoid it. Maybe you're supposed to have Moogle out and not riding him. Yes, this one will send 2 big purple orbs. Again, you can block them or just try to evade that way. See, they do quite a bit of damage even if you block them. Yeah, I've almost got him. Yeah, it's got such a tiny bit of health left, but it doesn't seem to be going anywhere now. Yeah, so that one, Eldritch Horror. Yeah, as you can see there, he went for my Moogle. Moogle doesn't seem to take any damage from it. It's weird, but it like instant kills you. But yeah, that particular move, this way you always need to make sure you've got 1 HP to respawn Moogle if he dies. To call him back. Because that move could come at any time. You could teleport at any time and you want Moogle out ready to take the aggro for it. Yep, so the rocks again, the meteors. Hide behind him. Before he does his psychotic break. And that should be it. Yeah, it's quite a slow one, guys, but it's a very, very safe way to do it. You're keeping your distance, attacking with very, very weak attacks, pretty much tickling in from the other side of the map, and Moogle's doing all the work and also taking all the damage. But yeah, that's it. CAIT SITH versus the Abominables. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the duo bouts very soon.